multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. Oh, no applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day. What we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh, good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in. That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here. It's time for some Real Housewives of Atlanta Talk, Season 16, Episode 13, Chapter 1, Reset. So it's Reset, Refresh, Rebirth. So we're going to get a 3-part vacation arc. But as we all know, vacations and reality TV don't mix too well, so let's get into it. Ira is waiting, Laura's available, but either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see the virtual tour background, yes you do. You hear that virtual tour music, yes you do. And then there is me. Hey everybody, welcome in. Glad to have you here, child. It's a lot going on, so let's get into it. So we start off with Shamia, right? So Shamia and Shia are going through their belongings because, as you guys know, the cast is going to Grenada. They also want to do a give back to Grenada because of the hurricanes, right? And Shia is being the little girl that she is of, I don't want to give away all my stuff. And Shamia is like, you know, some of these clothes don't fit. I know, but they mostly fit. It's nice to see a kid be a kid, right? So I love that Shamia doesn't want her kids to be spoiled, right? In order to receive, you do have to give. So I do like that there are still some old school parents out there that really do care about their children. And so then Kelly is giving away 24 packs of water, which is nice, because, you know, whenever electricity is down, water, lights, gas, you know, you need water to survive, right? So shout out to that. Cynthia gave something. Angela gave something. Drew gave a box. Gave away 1 box, Drew. 1 box? 1 box, okay. And Porsha made a donation. Child, Bethany Frankel brought in a Calvary. Child, but then again, I gotta recognize Bethany Frankel is a whole legend, and Porsha is really nobody. So, pampered by Porsha, skinny girl. Which one's a bigger brand? I'm just saying. So then, you know, Britt comes, you know, to Shamia's house, and they talk about the Bare Naked event and how the event didn't go right. And I felt bad for Britt, just a little bit, because it's like, you know, how people perceive you is how they accept you, right? And so to have the event where, you know, only her homegirls could get the gifts, and it was only for the homegirls to get food, like, yeah. So I hope they don't hold it against Brit, because, I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, to be in that group is very intimidating. I mean, you got Shamia with a whole, I mean, it looked like a cop-out. I mean, it's not even an address. It's just, just a marker that says, you know, where she lives, and that's it. Like, it's no address. Like, I mean, to walk into Shamia's home, that big of a home, and you're Brit Edie, that's a little intimidating. I'm not gonna sit here in front. Like, I can work any room because I know who I am. But there are some rooms where it's like, how in the fuck did I get here? I don't get it. So I feel for Brit, right? Because with the housewives, every housewife doesn't have to live like Shamia. As long as your bills are paid, you good in my book. Like, that's how I truly feel. Because what's the point of getting the big mansion, the Rolls Royce, and everything else, and starting at steakhouses and all that, when you didn't even have the money to do a fifth quarter or a half of that? Like, I've said to my friends before, when I'm gonna get me a top of the line Honda Accord, maybe a $5 million home, getting renovated by the Property Brothers, and then have that thing paid for in full. I'm the dude that after the Oscars, hey, where's Chicken and Waffles at? Where's Rallies at? Now, some of y'all gonna be like, well, Braylon, you just hosted the Oscars. Why would you want to have Rallies? Because I'm a regular dude. Like, why in the hell am I gonna go eat shrimp and lobster and caviar and beef bouchetta when I... So it's like a kid for that. Like, you know what I mean? So Porsha and Shamia talked about their friendship. And it was what it was. I feel like there was a lot of conversation that we did see, because as you guys know, reality shows, they tape 12 hours on a good day, 14 hours on a bad day. And I got a feeling that there's some more footage that was left on the cutting room floor, but hey, to each their own, all right? So then we see Porsha, and Drew is at this coffee shop. And Porsha says that she didn't recognize Drew from the back and was going naked hair. And they pulled up a picture. It's a showcase. Like, no, it's your brand. And Porsha was like, it's a mixture. So you mean to tell me that you don't even know your own hair company and what your hair company does? I mean, it's giving a certain vibe.
It's not just feeding the hungry only on Thanksgiving. It's an everyday situation. You know what I mean? This is 265 days a year.
That is funny. 265 days? Where the hell that bitch live at?
It's not...
I love playing that clip so damn much, because it's true. Like, you can recognize, like, your own brand. You really got 265 day a year mindset all the time, don't you? I'll just, I'm like, really? You don't recognize your own hair brand? That's a damn shame. My Lord. So Porsha was upset about Drew recording with Dennis. I'm just like, okay. And what's your point? I mean, my Lord Jesus, if Disney calls me to host the Disney Parks Christmas Day Parade live on ABC, because they have taped it. By the way, they taped the Christmas Day Parade, y'all, in November. I'm sorry to break the TV magic for you, but I had to. But let's just say if I was in Hollywood and Disney called me to say, hey, Ray, we want you to host the Disney Parks Christmas Day Parade. Okay, well, I want to do it live. Okay, do I need to tell my mom and dad and my sister that I'm going to Disney World? No, I don't. I'm just grown and I go do what I want. Now, it's a common courtesy to do the right thing and tell your family members, which I would do that, absolutely. But, like, Porsha, don't you work with people that other people can't stand? Like, you use Pilar as a chess piece to tell Dennis that based on how he moves with Drew is going to determine how he sees his daughter? And y'all say that baby days are bad. if Porsha's an option for a wife, thank God I'm single. I mean, child, just, oh my God, just. But yet, Dennis isn't the one with a violence problem. Because if I recall, I think it was Candy Burris and Nene Leakes that advocated for your ass to come back to Rumble. So you really were never a housewife based on your own merit. You the one who said to Andy Cohen that you were, away from Housewives on a break for your mental health. And out of all people, NBC Universal gave your ass a scripted deal. When she went to Kim Fields. Like, really? Like, Porsha can't act for shit. Sorry, that little Lifetime movie she did of the single black female. By the way, that franchise was already a success with K. Michelle and Rachel Goodwin and Amber Riley. That TV movie series was already good. It didn't need Porsha Williams. It did. Like, child, tell me that you're losing relevancy without saying it out loud, child. I can't. But anyway, basically, Drew wanted to talk to Porsha about everything that happened, and Dennis wanted to clear his name, and Porsha telling Drew that apparently she's dating black. It's like, first of all, Drew's dating history and who she's dating rather is not your damn business. So that's your problem, Porsha. You want to get into everybody else's business, but God forbid if it gets to your doorstep. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. No, I'm tired today. I don't have time. But yet you make time for what you want to make time for, though, huh? Okay. And Drew said that you were dating so-and-so. I thought it was Future at first, but we don't know. And then Porsha got up and walked away. It's just like, you get up and walking away just emphasizes the point that you're not responsible for what you do, right? So that's how I saw it. And to all the Porsha fans, don't get mad at me. She the one who aired herself on Bravo, okay? She the one that took the check. I'm just talking about her, okay? Like I talk about all these women. Anyway, give that same energy to everybody else. Thank you so much. All right. So then we see Britt is getting ready for Grenada. Shamia's mama is saying, bring a Bible. Child, you might need to bring some holy oil. By the way, get some Avenue body oil, by the way. You can't eat the oil. Although there is probably edible body oil somewhere available online at some place. Probably AdamAbe.com. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Moving on. Ashley's daughter, who is, what's her name, child? Angela. Apparently the house she stayed is an F, but it's supposed to be a rental property that's supposed to be sold. So we didn't know if Ashley was helping her mom with flipping houses or not. But apparently the house is an F. I mean, it's a home. It's standing tall, Looks livable. So Kelly is talking about her trip with her daughters, and she'll be missing the first day of school. So Uncle Lamont will be taking them to school. So then we see Erica and Lamont make a mess in Kelly's kitchen. And so Uncle Lamont's got to go to 3 different schools. So they drop off so he's got to drop off the twins, then Chloe, then Chance. And, Uncle Lamont tried to talk to Mark, and it was just not jiving with Mark wanting to care about his kids. Now, listen. For I'm not going to say every, because there are some women that have their faculties to take responsibility for what they do, just like there are men that have faculties to take responsibility for what they do. But if you're saying that this woman was this, that, and the third, obviously she wasn't this, that, and the third when you laid down with her to make the kids. You don't get the chance to take a break from being a parent. You just don't. And I remember that Mark's attorney wanted Kelly to stop talking about him in a derogatory manner. A cease and desist. Here's the thing. You would not have sent a cease and desist out if it wasn't true about Mark not taking care of his kids Right is right, wrong is wrong. If a man is not taking care of his responsibility of his kids, he's a piece of shit bastard. If a woman's not taking care of her kids, she's a piece of shit bastard. Like, it is what it is. Like, right is right, wrong is wrong. There are kids involved. What you want me to do about that? I mean, I know some people don't have a moral compass, but sorry, tag, I'm in. I have one. Shocking, I know. So after that, the girls arrive at the airport. Phaedra says about Angela that hopefully her personality is more youthful than her face. Now, Phaedra, that wasn't very nice, okay? Because, child, last time you were on Housewives, okay, you perpetuated a rumor that Porsha repeated that could have ended Candy's career. So Angela, yeah, she's got what, $2 million for debt from flipping homes, so that is an investment. And you know, her marriage to Charles is kind of off this, that, and third. But Angela has really been given a lot of story. You just got back, so like really, like you must have forgot that check situation on Married to Mess, right? So you know, you ain't clean either, Porsha. Not Porsha, but Phaedra. Child, the P and P's. Anyway, moving on. But I just thought that was a little harsh, like personality more youthful than her face. I'm like, good damn. Drew is late. So when the ladies got to the airport, right, the head of tourism for Grenada greeted them. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, that should be Lisa Ray status. How did these women get that? And let me tell you something. The only way I can think of this was probably Cynthia Bailey. Because Cynthia Bailey is known. She's a model. Okay. She Cynthia Bailey is Cynthia Bailey, right? That's the only person I can really think of. Shamia, don't really know her social capital like that. Kelly, she's got, you know, now it's chicken and waffles, but like out of all of them, I think the most famous one will be Cynthia to me. So, but anyway, congratulations. I thought that was really cool. But I'm like, how did they get that? Or you know what? I know what it is. I know what it is. So Andy Cohen said this about cast trips, that sometimes the cast member will pay for the trip. Other times production will pay for the trip. But then there's that third option where the tourism board will say, okay, we'll cover everything. You just bring the cast here. So maybe that's how they got the head of tourism to come. So then Phaedra was asking about Drew, and it had like a little ticker at the bottom, like you see this ticker right here, or lower third graphic rather, that apparently Drew was on Step Up. I'm just like, they are so shady at Bravo, bro. Like, what the hell? I'm like, Phaedra, really? Really? Is that what we're doing? So it's reset, renew, rebirth. That's the energy that Kelly wants for the trip. And it's a lovely resort. So they get to the resort, and there are these black men on these stilts. Now, I have to say, seeing, you know, Carnival and, you know, seeing the men on stilts and everything, and the women on stilts, that's really cool. Now, I would like to do that for the one time, just to be like, hey, I'm darling, you know, flailing my arms like in Wacky Inflatable Tube Man from Family Guy. But also remember what my mom said too. My mama has always said this. I have never forgotten it. It's a funny joke, but it's not funny when she says Braylon, my sister's name, Braylon sis. I can't make another one of you. So I receive that whenever I'm making a decision. Like, wait a minute, is this a smart decision? But I have always thought that was cool, right? And so there's this guy with the horns, and he's all silver glittered out, and you know, apparently Drew Sidor did this, like and he was giving it back, and just it was a vibe. I mean, you know, Phaedra's knees were working. Listen, Old is the goal, I know, but still, like when you say that somebody's personality should be more youthful than her face, it's like, yeah, you get it back, you know. So Kelly and Shamia, the hosts, are in a villa. Britt and Phaedra are in a villa, even though, Phaedra said that Britt was a lady of the town, and she said that that chicken pot pie must be creamy in her confessional. Angela and Porsha are rooming together, and Cynthia and Drew. So that was really good. So then there's the bunk bed situation. Y'all remember the bunk bed situation for Portia's birthday, right? So then Cynthia and Drew arm wrestle for it. And I mean, like, Cynthia suggests it, right? So Drew is just, she did not want that. But then Drew gave up her room. Right now, of course, I'm going to relate this back to Grenada here in just a second. If you're on a cruise ship, right, if you're in an interior cabin, they usually push the 2 twin-size beds into a full bed. It didn't look like you could do that at that resort, but that's what I would have done if it was movable, right? And if the night table was able to be moved, I would just move the night table, to a corner, then just push those 2 together, and then there you go. But it looked like you could do that. So there was that. Now, Porsha asked the chef for applesauce. Can he make applesauce? And Shamia says that, Porsha likes breakfast in bed. And Porsha was saying, I do. It's like, child, that chef is not going to stop. Just stop. You're trying to make fetch happen, as the young people say, and it's not working. Child. If I was the chef, I'd be like, listen, I am here to do my job. That is it. And personally, if I was the chef, I would go after Cynthia Bailey, probably. Because Cynthia's finer than Porsha Williams. That's just my opinion. All right, moving on. So then there's gift bags. But Shamia could get to Shamia, she can get. So then Drew tagged Shamia on Instagram about the fake beef. And then we learned Cynthia's boyfriend's Amsterdam. We don't see a picture of him, but Cynthia really, really, really likes Amsterdam. Drew is like in friendships right now. She's not dating. Gerald and Shamia talk. And apparently there's a black man in a window with no clothes on. So Britt and Phaedra want to see this. In the words of the Braxtons, dingling the gold, okay? So then a nipple is shown to Phaedra. And then I want to talk about this with y'all, right? So I don't know if Angela Oakley is behind the 8 ball sometimes. But when she said this, I'm like, excuse me? Not you giving Marcel Scott and Tisha Scott energy on Bravo. And I think y'all know where I'm about to go with this. So for Marcel and Tisha, Marcel went to Colombia with his homeboy, who was an investor from Chocolate a Bottle, on the week of their anniversary, or on their anniversary, right? So when Angela Oakley said, I quote, that she is her 8-year wedding anniversary with Charles, and she's there in Grenada, it's just like, huh? Would it make the most sense to spend time with your husband? I'm just saying. Like, honestly, to tell you the truth, like, if, like I said, if I was married, right, and, I had my career and everything, right, and, let's just say that, ABC wanted me to come on as a correspondent for a primetime special, at 8/7 Central, tomorrow, and it's my anniversary. I'm just like, listen, what I can do is I can fly into New York tonight, and we can have the team, and we can record all my segments and stuff, and y'all can air them. But tomorrow is me and my wife's anniversary. That's an international holiday. So yeah, we're not negating that, right? So it felt weird to me that Angela would skip her 8-year anniversary with Charles to spend time with some ladies in Grenada. Like, what the hell? I just thought that was a little off, but that's just me. So then Drew and Shamia talk about the lapdog thing and this, that, and the third. And Drew, says that, well, she was barking. And that, Drew said that you took, private. No, it was Angela said you aired your grievances out with us, right? And Drew was upset that Shamia took something back to Porsha and wasn't all the way clean. And here's the thing, right? I feel like this. Two things can be true at the same time. Shamia was wrong for what she did by taking private information back to Porsha. But also, two, as Phaedra put it, did you really feel like you were having a private conversation about their friendship when they're friends that are going to talk? So two things can be true at the same time. So Porsha wants a policy from Drew to Shamia. And Kelly says that Drew has a problem with everybody but Cynthia. It's just like, really? Kelly is the Dr. Phil of the group all of a sudden? Oh, my Lord Jesus. I like Kelly. I really do. But, and then Kelly was so shady. She said, now, Drew, you can't expect, you to say something and her not bite back with the wine. Drinking the wine, rather. I'm just like, what is this trip, bruh? What is this? So then Dennis told Porsha that Drew was staying black. Now, Dennis, why would you tell Porsha, who can't hold water, a secret when she doesn't care about anybody but her damn self? Okay, why would you do that? Because now you throwing blood into the water. Okay, now I'll say this. I believe Porsha does care about her kids. Okay, I will at least say that. But besides that, she only cares about herself. That's it. That's all kaput in the story. So Drew owned up to her part. And, Porsha receives that. I don't think Porsha knows how to receive somebody trying to do the right thing because she never does the right thing herself. Then Britt tells Phaedra about Apollo. And Britt, I will say it was random as hell. But also, too, I get it because here's the thing, right? We don't see everything that goes on the show, right? So one of them could have said, hey, Britt invited Apollo, this, that, third, try to, add blood to the water. So I got that, right? So for the preview, Charles is relaxed on their anniversary of when Angela says, you don't miss me? In the words of Judge Lynn Tola, divorce court, never have a man tell you more than once that he loves you. If he can't say I love you automatically based on the connection y'all made, he's not the one. Same thing with a woman, right? Because I'm just like, bruh, she spending the 8-year anniversary with women instead of you, and you feel the same way. And it's just like, how has this marriage worked out for 8 years? And then apparently Britt does not know how to give or what to do. And I'm just like, listen, I know Britt, she could be a lot, but really all y'all women could be a lot. I'm talking about the women on the cast. But I don't think Britt's that bad of a person, right? So we got to see the full context because reality TV, they splice, cut, and dice previews and trailers to make something look like it's not that. So that is your Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 episode 13 after show. We did that in 34 minutes and 6 seconds. We're going to take a little commercial break and we'll be back right after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward,
with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Mirar's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
When we start a project, we always start with story. That story is key. So we began with the story of the Waturi people. The myth of the Waturi people is that long ago, they set out on their outrigger canoes looking for a new home. There was a legend that said they could only find this new home with the help of this mini golden-finned fish called kanuku. And they searched across Pacifica and Polynesia, and they visited all these islands. They went to Bali and Tahiti and went as far as Rapa Nui, Easter Island. Along the way, they made friends, collected sort of the culture, and they sailed on and on and on, and they almost to the edge of the world. There, to their amazement, was Kanuku. And she turned to the people and said, "You are ready." Turned and swam away. They followed, and within a day, they caught sight of this smoking mountain on the horizon, which was Volcano Bay. And it was pristine, beautiful, lush, everything that they would want in a home. And that's the backstory that informs everything we do in our design. The idea here is to create the best experience. We know what our guests want. They want the thrill and excitement of our theme parks, but they also want a place where they can relax and chill out and feel pampered. Nobody wants to stand in line. And so we said, let's get rid of them. Nobody wants to carry rafts up a ride tower all the way to the top. So we said, let's do that for you. Exhilaration, excitement, and relaxation. That's what you're gonna get at Volcano Bay.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you, more than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers, The one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City, and this is what we do.
I'm loving it. I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back into Brightly's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here. Yeah, we're just chilling for right now. That is the show pretty much. I appreciate each and every single one of you for being here. It was interesting this episode. I mean, it's the kickoff to Grenada, so not too much happened, just establishing everybody's vibe for Grenada. I think, episodes 2 and 3 probably the antithesis of the trip, of course. Like I said, reality TV and trips don't really work out too well, so yeah, it should be interesting. Hopefully we do get to see them do that huge give back to Grenada. I think that'll be very nice to see. Like I said, Porsha is Porsha, child. I do think there's some redemption for Drew somewhat, because it's just like it really wasn't a real issue, you know what I mean, with her feeling with this. To me, it wasn't. Cynthia, being the friend of, I think Cynthia likes that role. And here's the thing, right? It really gets me with some of these commentators on the world reality, because, we cover everything else. So we cover a little bit of everything, and we still good. But it does boggle my mind when people say, well, they should make Cynthia full time. Maybe the person doesn't want to be full-time. Maybe they actually have a life and they want privacy and they want freedom and they want their independence. So I always get mind boggled by that. Like, maybe the person just didn't want to come on full-time. Maybe that could have been the case, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, child. It is what it is. But yeah, I just noticed that there was a lot of interesting news going on in the world today. So yeah. It really is amazing what people focus on. It really is. But hey, to each their own, child. I drink my water, mind my black-owned business, and go on tour. I really, really do. Oh, man. My Lord Jesus. But yep, just chilling. I am hoping very, very, very soon I'll be able to do this more often. Because here's the thing, right? Like, when it comes to YouTube, I didn't understand YouTube at first. You know what I mean? But once I found my groove and my flow and my Jewish, I'm like, oh, okay, I get YouTube now. So, and I've debated this too, right? That not if, but when, because I really do feel like we're gaining momentum. When I do get famous, whether it's off YouTube or I finally get the opportunity for whatever, job or, avenue, then I'm good with that, because I learned a long time ago, it's important to stand on your own name, right? And I think about how many people have been discovered by somebody. Like, for example, think about Star Search. How many amazing celebrities have come out of that. By the way, Star Search is coming back on Netflix. But it's important to recognize your own voice in the midst of everything you do. So, you know, one of my friends, and this relates to reality TV, right? Because when you think about reality TV, you think about how some people are their own entity, like a Bethany Franklin. Some people are, you know, starless, like Porsha Williams. You really get a sense of some people have to be a slave to the rhythm in order to be heard, and then some people are free because they recognize that they are bigger than the platform that they on. So to me, it's important for you to recognize where you come from, but also recognize your worth too. Really do, because sometimes people get so pigeonholed in that they can't really move anywhere else, right? Which, you know, is sad, but also it is what it is too. So, but yes, indeed. So, yep. Hey, one person, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We are just chillaxing here, talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Did the review in what, like 34 minutes, I think. So, trip, and Grenada looks. I've never been outside the country. I've been to California, been to Texas, been to Columbus, Ohio. I think where else I went to. Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville was a good time for the NAB radio show. Went to Georgia, didn't get to see Atlanta. Macon, Georgia, I think. Pittsburgh, I went to. California, I went to. So I've been to some places in the United States, but never outside the country. I feel like that would be such a fun time. That's why I want to actually go on a cruise this summer. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. I really want to go on that. Really want to go to that new private island from Carnival Cruise Line, Celebration Cay. I think that's supposed to be opening July 12th or something like that. But yes, indeed. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. So we'll take one more commercial breaky break, and we'll be back with more Virtual Tour Live right after this roll.
Welcome to Universal's Volcano Bay. A new wave of theme park. A new kind of paradise. Here, time doesn't fly. It simply floats by. And when it's your time to ride, you go right to the slide. Yep, paradise works in amazing ways. You're welcome. Volcano Bay. One of 3 amazing theme parks at Universal Orlando Resort.
Each of you are in a relationship with somebody you have never met before.
We have been chit-chatting for about 5 months. We have been together for 4.5 years now.
I'm gonna go meet my man.
I'm just hoping that he likes me in real life.
I've been keeping something from you.
I'm loving it. I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back into Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here. Almost there to a full-fledged hour there, and I'm just kind of chilling out here. I try to give y'all a full hour before I cut my camera off because I look at this like live TV, right? So, but yes, indeed, got the fireworks going off behind us here. Cinderella Castle, for those of you who don't know, Disney World, of course, and I love this because, hello, I like how cool the shot is that. So, but yes, indeed, we are just chilling. So, gonna wait till the hour mark, and frozen. Okay, there we go. I'm unfrozen now. Sometimes StreamYard's a little lagging. But yes, we'll get to a full hour, cut my camera off, and then we'll chill out for a little bit, and then we'll be out of here. So, but yes, indeed. So I'm trying to see Real Housewives of Atlanta, because, like I said, the reunion should be coming up here soon. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, give me a moment, y'all. This is very interesting. They have the description now of the next episode. Give me a moment. So here it is here. The Grenada experience continues as the women go to a waterfall experience and a cooking class with some eye candy. The ladies meet the Prime Minister, but the joyous occasion is met with tension between Shamia and Britt. How did y'all meet the Prime Minister? And I know it wasn't through Porsha. But you know what? I think it was Kelly, if I'm not mistaken, that she said that she had a friend that she knew in Grenada. So, yes, indeed. So, we are getting close to the end of the season. The reunion should be coming up here soon. So, yes, indeed. So, excuse me, child. Tired. Oh, my Lord. But yes, indeed, just to chillaxing. So, like I said, tomorrow, Diddy coverage, episode, I was about to say episode 15, child. Day 15 of the trial tomorrow, child. It feels like an episode every day of the Diddy trial, honestly. And believe me, this will be, I feel like this trial will be like, you guys remember that series on FX, you know, OJ versus America? I feel like it will be that for sure. They'll just recreate it with Diddy. Actually, I did see a posting on backstage.com for like a Hulu retelling of Diddy. So it looks like Hulu's in the midst of their Diddy documentary. So yeah. So I feel like you know, the Diddy trial will be like a limited drama series of Diddy. You know what I mean? So, but of course they're waiting for everything to come out of the trial before they cast people and all that stuff. But believe me, that will be coming. Speaking of that, I need to rewatch The Dropout on Hulu. If you have not seen The Dropout, it was about Elizabeth Holmes and Theranos. Y'all, that was such a good limited series. Yeah, Elizabeth Holmes is a mess. Then her boyfriend, it's her husband. Sorry, her husband came up with like this new medical company that, you know, deals in blood, kind of on the same lines of Theranos. But it's a great series to drop out on Hulu. So yes, check that out. Really good series. So, like I said, we got 90 Day Fiance, Ready to Love, and then of course we got Versions. We're coming up on, I think, on the last episode of the Never Ever Met. Then of course Ready to Love will be back on, and of course the whole crew will be back. It's been fun with me. But yeah, so almost there to a full-fledged hour, a couple more minutes, then I am going to turn off my camera here. And I'll probably go to sleep on y'all. I'm joking. It's been a minute since I fell asleep on live. I will never forget that time. And that was in the early days of YouTube, where I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying to make it out 15 cents. And so it was me and L'Oreal. So I was in this box and L'Oreal was in this box. And I was just and then T-Talk, she was driving. And she called me like, Brian, you still And ever since that, I've been known as the guy who fell asleep. So at first I was a little upset because I'm like, there's worse things you can do on live than fall asleep. You know what I mean? But apparently that's a trend that people will fall asleep and people will leave, like, you know, super chats and super stickers and super thanks. And, you know, the gems on vertical if you're on mobile. I don't think anybody falls asleep on mobile. I think it's more desktop. But either way, I'm just like, there's worse things you could do than fall asleep on live. But yes, indeed. So as we get ready to get into our last minute here, it's been a good show. A very, very good show. So, oh man, like I said, day trial tomorrow. Then Wednesday, all new show. Then coverage of day trial Wednesday. And then 90 Day Fiance, Hunt for Love. We're going to be reviewing that. I think Wednesdays are kind of working out good because here's the thing. When it comes to the day trial, it does take a lot mentally and emotionally to cover it because this is a real knees weak, arms heavy like spaghetti case. So Tuesdays, now I know what you're thinking, Brain, why don't you cover it on Tuesdays? Because I need a break from Diddy after I cover it. So, you know, that's why I just moved it to Wednesdays. But you guys get 3 shows in one day on Mondays and Wednesdays. But yeah. All right, y'all, that is it for me. I'm going to turn my camera next. We done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. So yeah, we'll chill out here for a little bit, probably till like 1:05. And then we'll head on out. But yeah, another good show. So yeah, like I said, I think my maximum is 3 shows in a day. Like Steve Harvey said, you spend all your time building your dreams. So when you get some time, you'll be able to live them. Sorry, y'all. I had to check something real quick. Yeah. But we'll hang out here till 1:05. Jesus Christ. Yes, indeed. Sorry, I just saw something really, really funny. Really funny. Y'all give me a moment. I'm still right here with y'all. Hang on. Yes, indeed. Still right here with y'all. Still right here with all of you. Oh, my Lord. My Lord. Actually, I need to look up something. Fandango. Subscribers. Okay, then. Over 60 million registered users, and it's available in over 75 million US TV connected device households. Wow. I did not know that about Fandango at home. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. Yes, indeed. One more minute, y'all, and then we will head on out of here as the fireworks are going off behind us here. Beautiful sight to see there. Yes, indeed. Well, like I said, as we wrap up here, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Like I said, enjoy the content. Yes, I know I got to catch up over the other gates, child. I know. And spiritual tour destination roundups. I know I got a lot to do. I gotta tell you, there are times where while I'm doing the videos, I love doing them, but because it's so much in a batch, sometimes I'm just like live is easier. But also too, there is something powerful about putting out something that you don't know if it's going to hit or not. So believe me, I feel you, my audience. So that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want special, because you are always one of blessing and trust. You may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Last one thing to call yourself. Another thing, be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully by spending time together, we're great together. And always remember to do radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just not. I gotta plug this child. Don't be an Angela. Spend time with your lover, okay? Spend time with your husband, child. Make sure the replay is not just right for you. Watch it, not just right. Let's do it. But for you who want to experience it again, I love you. I value, I embrace you all. Always remember, see love, you gotta give it. See love, you gotta give it. See love, you gotta give it. Where obstacles you have overcome, where success you have achieved. Upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, oh, child, whatever is to come for you is to come for you. Don't let the fact that you're in the midst of a struggle dictate your mood. I don't know who needs to hear that, but maybe I did. And I know I've said that before, but every once in a while we need a reminder of we're still here. We still have a chance to be something in life. You have a chance to receive blessings. So commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings not always for you, me, all of us. It's a society. I speak about its culture. I feel the love and send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. Bye.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? All she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams. Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.